Hello, this is Scott Baceno from Telecoms.com at Mobile World Congress 2022, and I'm here with Paul Atkinson of STL. So, Paul, STL, among the things that you specialise in as a company is optical fibre. So perhaps you could just introduce what STL does in that area and talk a little bit more about the sort of latest developments in fibre.
Okay, thanks Scott, and good to be here. STL started about 25 years ago as a copper cable manufacturer. And over the last 25 years, it's invested heavily in optical fibre cable, and more recently going into areas of connectivity, services, software, and wireless. And this is a company that really does see the whole convergence of the whole ecosystem. And a company that's investing very heavily at the back end and also at the front end.
Okay, and so in the current context, so here we are, 2022. Last time we had a Mobile Congress, 5G was sort of having its first faltering steps, but it's sort of hitting its stride now. How does what you do sort of fit in with the current evolution of the telecoms industry?
Oh, look, I think we're in a great part now as this whole industry starts to explode. There's an enormous amount of private and public investment. We're seeing it in the US with the government support, the investment in the rural development areas. And more so here in Europe, Deutsche Telekom, AT&T and the like are investing enormous amounts in 5G. And this benefits STL all the way from the back end, the fibre, the cable, and also with our services business and our wireless business.
Yeah, because obviously an obvious overlap between sort of optical fibre and 5G is the backhaul.
Yeah.
You know, it's all very well having these new radios and all that sort of thing, but the signal's got to get its way back to the core somehow. Is that what you think's driving a lot of the innovation, a lot of the investment?
No, look, I think COVID's changed a lot. I think people now are trying to connect to everything. The work from home, businesses, mobile, retail. There's just a greater need for data. And when it comes to the fibre side, everything's now about latency and density. So basically the quality of the fibre, and to get more fibres in a less cylindrical cable. And the quicker you can connect, the better.
Right. And so just to sort of finish off, looking a little bit to the future, so we're at 2022, the typical like generational cycle for wireless technology is about 10 years. So we've still got a while to go in this cycle. Can you give me some sense of how you see things playing out over the next few years, perhaps, especially from an optical fibre perspective?
Oh, look, I've been in this industry for such a long time now, and the one thing's for sure, everything gets smaller and everything has to become more denser. So I think on that's one guarantee, I think. And that drives a lot of our innovation. So not only in terms of the quality of the fibre, we're also looking at the total solution. So we have a concept called Opticom, which goes from the fibre to Celeste, the cable, which is the integrated ribbon, and then the connectivity. So the whole system is absolutely interconnected, but with one result: to reduce the total cost of ownership for our customer. So the quicker we can connect, the more money that they save in terms of rolling out the network.
So that's a sort of, making it more towards a plug and play, just really easy to set up.
Absolutely. Yeah. And this is the key, because a lot of this, as the more need for fibre is deployed, obviously the important driver is the cost. And so a large part of that, and as a manufacturer and as an innovator, everything has to start with better quality product, so starting with better quality fibre, but also when it comes to the cable, the connectivity, the services side in terms of the installation, everything has to be quick. And so everything that we do has to be designed in a way that is actually going to reduce that total cost of ownership.
Okay, that's great. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Scott. Pleasure.